Hey, what's up, everybody? Spencer Sutton here with Evernest, and today I'm going to walk you through a rental property report that we produce for investors and a lot of people who are looking at properties. I want to show you a couple of nuances because you're going to get the report and it's going to give you the rental number on it, but really what you probably need to do is just go a few steps further. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you through some things to be thinking about. All right, so what you're seeing now is this rental report. And this is, let's just, we took this from a house in Atlanta. You can see the address right here. The rental estimate is $2,174 a month. And the confidence score is how confident rent range is from all the data that is collected, how confident it is that this is an accurate number. Now, I would say anything in the 90s is a really good indication that it's relatively close. Anything below 90 in the 80s, you're going to want to do more research to it. But I would even say at 91%, we still want to verify and make sure this is accurate before we start putting a house out there for rent or creating numbers based off of this, like doing your spreadsheet, creating investments assumptions based on something that we're not, 91% is great, but let's dig a little bit deeper and find out what it really is. And so here are some things that you want to take a look at. You're going to see that it's single family, year built 1955. Here are your square footage. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. So I would always go and verify this information. If you're looking at a property on MLS or maybe Zillow, or maybe it's an off-market deal, you need to verify that this is that information, because if it's not, you're gonna want to have this adjusted. Now, we can do this on the back end. We actually go in and create these reports for investors. And so if something is a little bit different, maybe there's an additional bedroom or somebody added a bath or something like that, we'd want to add that into the numbers to give a more accurate, so it could view of it, so they could pull comps in. But as we keep going, what we're really looking at, where I want to show you do a little bit more work, is you're going to do it on the second page. And the second page is going to show you where all the comps are. And you can look right here on the map, and you can see here's the subject property is the little green arrow right there, and then you have your first comp is literally just 0.13 miles away. And this was also built in 1955. Now, it is a 4.2, and our property is a 3.3, so it's a little bit different. Square footage is a lot smaller. Ours is almost 1,000 square feet more, but it's very close. And so it's $1,900 a month is what it is rented for. So this is should be accurate information that they're pulling from what they know the house is rented for currently right now. So what I would do is I would get this address, I would go into Zillow, and I would pull up this property. And that's when I want to look at it and say, is this a comparable property? Now, because our property is 2,300 square feet and this is 1,500 square feet, it's a little iffy. Plus, you have a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, not a 3.3. So, I would keep looking. This rent is 1,900. They're saying ours is 2,100. Let's keep looking. Here's the next one. Now, square foot wise and bedroom bath, this looks fantastic. However, it's 2.5 miles away. I would not choose this as a comp. So I would ignore this comparable. I would come down to anything that's below a mile away. Now, the big difference here is the square footage is closer, but it's a 3.2, and it was built in 1920. And this one is 2,100. So it's going to have older systems in it. It's going to be an older house. I would look this one up on Zillow and just look at the property. Pull both of them up on Zillow and look at them. If you can pull the images up side by side and look at them, maybe if you have 2 screens. And then I would come down here, maybe the one that's a mile away, but still a mile's a lot. Like, a lot of things can happen in Atlanta, especially close to downtown. A lot of things can happen street to street, block to block, and mile to mile. So keep going. Look at this one's 0.7. So the square footage again is not very comparable. One fewer bathroom, a little bit older home, 1,700. Yeah, so if I were looking at this and I were trying to make a decision on what this number was, I probably would come out around the same number. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking, this one was built in 2003. That's not really a comp. If it's 2,300, I know mine is not going to be 2,300. This was built in 2003. Mine's 1955. So mine's going to be less than that, but more than likely it's going to be more than, this one is interesting because it's a 3.2, an older property, but still at 2,100. So I would say probably somewhere between 2,350 and 2,100 for this property. And if you're speaking with one of our property managers, what we're going to say is, why don't we start it out just, we want to get the rental rate right. So if we think it's somewhere between here, maybe we started out at 2,250, or maybe we started out at 2,195. And we just want to watch that very, very carefully, because if we're not getting any kind of activity, if we're not getting any showings of the property, then that means that the market is telling us it's priced too high and we need to make a price adjustment pretty quickly. You don't want to sit on these things. You don't want to sit on an empty property, on a vacant property for, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You're losing opportunity to attract fantastic residents and start collecting rent. So this is how we look at the rental range report. Now there are some other things down below this, but I don't even really look at these. All I care about are these first 2 pages. There is a link here. You can go fill out. Somebody from our team is going to send you that report. Maybe they're going to call you, email you. I would suggest speaking with them about the property, just because they're going to be more helpful. They're going to be boots on the ground. If you're not in state, they're going to be able to help you determine is this accurate for the place that the property is located. All right, I hope that helps. Again, my name is Spencer Sutton with Evernest. If we can ever do anything for you, reach out to sales@evernest.co. That's sales@evernest.co. Look forward to hearing from you.